Welcome, everyone, to the Plains in Jordan-Hare Stadium, home of the Auburn Tigers, where telling someone War Eagle is just as common as saying hello. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. First down for this offense.
Here we go.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. These two conferences largely share the same geographic footprint, and the ACC loves it when they can take down a team from the SEC.
And we see these two conferences play each other oftentimes early in the season, late in the season. David, think about Clemson, South Carolina, Florida, Florida State. These players have a lot of familiarity with one another.
And this already matters so much to these kids because they grew up in the same area a lot of times, like Reese was talking about with the footprint. But how about in the past, too?
Can anyone catch him? A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And you see so many of these plays now in today's football. Wide receiver coming in motion, and the quarterback catches it, just flips it forward. That's a completed pass. You see the big plays where it just lets him get on the edge really, really quickly. And if he drops the football coming in motion, it's just an incomplete pass. So these plays are getting big plays with really no risk.
Handoff from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short.
Cut.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Across the 25 to the 24-yard line before he stopped. Pickup of 5 and a first down. The Tigers, dating to the days of Shook Jordan and Pat Dye, love to keep the ball on the ground.
And the stadium goes nuts, and the eagle flies, and everybody's happy. Run the football, win football games. It's good times on the Plains.
Razor.
The give out of the gun. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Okay, ready?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10.
Easy. Razor.
Dropping back, it's Gray. Got his man. They get him down after he makes the catch.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
Already in field goal range, but now trying to convert this 3rd and long from the 20.
Ringo.
From the gun, running back gets the give. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the third down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
The Tigers line it up with a first and goal. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. A first down run in the red zone. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
The run up the middle here, looking for a path to the end zone. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Okay.
Third and goal from way back there.
Come on, set. Flare. Flare.
From the gun, wants to pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
What a nice job by the offense. First drive of the game, they matriculated down the field, put themselves in a goal-to-go situation on third down. It's not going to be easy throwing it, but they win the matchup, accurate throw, and they get paid.
And he makes the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The offense set for a first down play.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Green 25!
Running back searching for a hole. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Six-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down.
Slab!
The give to the back. One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter.
Cricket!
Looking for a man, it's Glover. Zings it complete to the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider. Lizzie, Lizzie.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here they come, facing third and long from the 40.
Cobra. Belly stunner.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. Fourth down, baby.
Moves. Rita. Let's.
He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got his man in the middle. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
On the ground, it's Lacey. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off season, so they better be ready to bring it today, dude.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong, but sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Lasso. Ready.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Using the quick game. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll try the run. Stop is made almost immediately. Give him 1 to the 23.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. Thought maybe they would consider the field goal here, but the offense is staying out there on fourth down. They'll try to pick up the first. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
4th and 1, turn around, hand it off to your bell cow running back, and let him go move the sticks. Great job.
The Tigers have it with a 1st and 10.
Spider.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, and just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
After the misfire, now on second down.
In blue. And go.
They'll leave it with him. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
It's so nice as an offense to know you can generate explosive plays by handing the football off to this guy. He has got incredible speed.
Pound 55 wheat.
They'll try to get it in with the run. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And you got to get locked into the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a 1st down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest. Pound that rock.
Green 25.
Trying to make their way to the promised land on 3rd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. You want to keep your offense on the field? Wear down the defense? Put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And they tacked on the extra point. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tired.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to balance all of those things. My defense is a little bit tired. I can't put it on the field, but I got to be aggressive because this is a back-and-forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5.
Check, check. Here we go.
Looking to throw, it's Gray. He's right on target. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Razor, razor. Get set, get set. Ready, go.
Leaves it with the running back. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the 1st half. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10.
Hey! Ringo, Ringo!
They'll give it to him again. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Wants to throw on 2nd down. It's complete to the left. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the 1st down.
Ready,
And the
set.
Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10.
Cricket.
Wide receiver shows motion. They'll throw it on first down. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now on second down.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Looking for room at the 30. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Rutgers is currently ahead in this one. The folks in Piscataway have been in a frenzy all week, but they're in the birthplace of college football. This one is close. They're up by 7 over the Pandas. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
Go. Tuna.
He'll start this drive firing. Got the quick pass. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
Hornet.
Looking for a man. It's Glover. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
It'll be third and short from their own 33.
Cobra.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Fires to the tight end. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Pilot.
To the air on first down. Trying to get to him. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The incomplete pass leaves him with second down.
Lasso. Gaucho. Gorilla. Go.
He's looking to throw. Intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it. You can tell. They had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
He wants to throw. Fires deep toward the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Back to work on second and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Back to throw, it's Gray. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half. And on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
Belly stunner.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Makes a connection. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Ready?
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Come on, set.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough.
Got it.
After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense.
Down. Yep.
The snap sets up to throw. Unleashes one deep. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Just about set here in the second half as Auburn about to kick it off. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Power football with the run. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
And I can't tell you how much I love seeing corners being willing to come up and tackle. That is so huge for a defense. You can't olay blocks and create space. You can't just hang out on the outside. You got to go set that edge.
And conversely, I can't tell you how much I hate it when receivers don't want to block. You got to do a better job on the perimeter. It's not going to be enough in this offense just to catch passes. You've got to go execute your assignment. That corner should have been blocked, and they should have gotten a bigger gain on that outside run. Love the play call offensively, attacking this defense in a lot of different ways. That time they used the jet sweep. They used the speed of the wide receiver to generate yet another first down.
Missouri really moving on offense, set up with another first down.
29 Philly.
The give to the tailback. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
To the ground with the back. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down mark.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After the run, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that is good versatility there and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. So you come out of the locker room for the second half, and right away, you throw a pick.
Bad news, too, because you go into the locker room, you sort of regroup, and you start thinking about how you're going to attack this defense, what adjustments you're going to make. You feel like you got a good plan running out of the locker room, and then to throw a pick right away, man, that is a gut punch.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Bring it. Let's.
Give to the running back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. To throw, it's great. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
And I like the aggressiveness on 3rd and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Okay.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into traffic, picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 10. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
QB's got to pick and choose their spots when they want to be really aggressive and try to fit balls in tight windows. Great job by the DB, making a big play, getting the ball back to its offense.
On 1st and goal, Missouri will try to strike pay dirt. Powers forward. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri! The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive, David.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12.
6-9-1, Gator Spar.
Here's the handoff. Solid run, picks up 6 and gets it to the 28.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here, blitz the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get a blitz and maybe create a tackle for a loss.
To the air, it's Gray. Time to take a shot. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
First one of the day is on its way, and he's been sort of scarce around here, only called on one time in that loss last week. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Fires to the big fella. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit to the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of this big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
From the gun, they'll try the middle. They'll make the stop at the 42. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down. These guys have staggered around a little bit in this one. It would be a really good time to get things going if they want to hold off the upset bid.
But they're the favorite for a reason, Reese, and they've got the playmakers on the field. They're only one play away from completely changing the momentum in this game. So the underdog, David, they've got to keep playing at a high level.
And they're the underdogs for a reason. So that they've got to have some things go their way. They got to catch some breaks. And all they want to do, continue to fight, continue to hang around as long as possible and stay within a play or stay within some kind of big game-changing momentum play.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
29 Philly, 2-9 Philly.
Looking downfield, it's Glover. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Scoops it up, still a live ball. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
And that's such a good job by this defense. This offense is trying to find the spark, trying to get back in this football game. They're trying to be aggressive. The defense answers, and now you put your offense in a beautiful position to go out, execute a really good drive, and put a little distance between the other squad.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. They go to the ground. Very useful run there to get away from the goal line. He'll pick up 4 out to the 6. Missouri wants to go fast. The give to the back. Gets it across the 10, a pickup of 5 and out of trouble to the 12.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it then? Well, you call it so third down becomes an easier down. It's not third and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
So 3rd and short from inside the 20. You convert here, and this drive takes on a different complexion.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down in inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down.
Easy. Flare. Flare. Yankee blue. Yankee blue.
Might as well give it to him again. Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Glover. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Fair catch, called for and made. Is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They want that clock to run. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And, you know, when we talk about great 3rd down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on 1st and 2nd down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up 3rd and long. So that's a missed opportunity on that 2nd down by this defense.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Oh, he's so hard to get on the ground. He's got room. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
And these touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and then just spread me out and make me defend so many things. And you can tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
They'll run it from the gun. Knocked down at the 35 after a pickup of 3.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Got it.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Auburn lines up quickly.
Belly stunner.
Motion from the offense. Little touch pass to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
And how about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Okay.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Unloads it downfield. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game.
Ready,
Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did, and they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Movement here from the tight end. To the air, it's Glover. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. They're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll give it to the back. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, David.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with a W.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense.
Ready up.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
Spider.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He rifles one deep to the left. A big-time catch along the sidelines, got the foot down, and an excellent throw, too. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Tigers.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Charlotte came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in the Queen City had to sweat things out for much of the day. Could have been better, but certainly could have been worse. 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're starting to feel a little desperation here, David. They just can't press yet. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
You know, for this quarterback late in the game, you just need to have a better concept of the situation. Can't take sacks at this juncture. And I know that the play gets thrown off, the timing's off, and you're forced to roll out. But if nobody's open, either run the ball, get what you can, get out of bounds, or throw that thing away. Can't take negative plays at this point.
That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down.
Hornet! Hornet! Squirrel! Squirrel! Go!
Back to pass, it's Glover. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Coming through with that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up.
Now! Terrier! Ready!
Trying to find his man on first down. He's got his man. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Timeout called by the offense, a mere 10 seconds to go in the game. Line getting set on second down.
Pound 55 weak acorn!
He's looking to throw. Coming after him. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Rita! Rita!
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw that happen here.
No doubt. Good job by this coaching staff, understanding who's out there to make plays, feeding them the football, offense, defense, special teams, all working together to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese.